You wake up tired. Not physically tired. A different kind of tired. The kind sleep doesn't fix. So you grab your phone for a few minutes, and somehow an hour disappears before your brain fully wakes up. Videos, messages, notifications. More noise before your first real thought of the day. And somewhere deep inside, a strange feeling starts growing. You know there are things you should care about. Goals, dreams, your future. But instead of feeling motivated, you feel mentally distant from your own life. Like your brain wants stimulation. But your mind has no energy left for meaning. And millions of people are starting to feel the exact same way. People think motivation disappears because humans became lazy. But what if that's not true? What if modern life is quietly exhausting human motivation at a psychological level? Because motivation doesn't survive very well in environments that constantly overload the brain. And modern life overloads the brain constantly. Every app fights for attention. Every platform fights for engagement. Every algorithm fights to keep people consuming. Your brain never fully rests anymore. Even boredom disappeared. The second silence appears, people reach for stimulation automatically. And at first, it doesn't seem dangerous. It just feels normal. But over time, constant stimulation changes the brain in ways most people never notice. The human brain evolved in slower environments. For most of human history, people experienced moments fully. Long conversations, quiet thinking, physical movement, real boredom. Now compare that to modern life. Short videos every few seconds. Infinite scrolling. Constant notifications. Entertainment available every second of the day. Modern systems train the brain to expect reward constantly. Fast reward. Easy reward. Endless reward. And slowly, normal effort starts feeling emotionally heavy. That's why so many people struggle to focus now. Not because they're incapable. Because their brains adapted to hyperstimulation. Real achievement suddenly feels slow compared to digital dopamine. Building a business takes years. A TikTok video takes 8 seconds. Reading a book takes patience. Scrolling gives instant novelty. And eventually the brain starts preferring stimulation over effort. Not consciously. Chemically. This is where things get disturbing. Because overstimulation doesn't just damage attention. It can damage desire itself. People still want success intellectually. But emotionally they feel disconnected from it. That's why so many people say things like, "I know what I need to do. I just can't make myself do it." That sentence defines modern burnout. The brain becomes flooded with stimulation, while slowly starving for meaning. And those are not the same thing. Entertainment can distract the mind, but it cannot fulfill it. That's why people consume more content than ever, while feeling less emotionally alive. Social media made this worse in another way too. Comparison. Human brains were never designed to compare themselves to millions of people daily. Now every time someone opens their phone, they see successful people, beautiful people, rich people, productive people, all perfectly edited, all algorithmically selected to capture attention. And after enough exposure, many people stop feeling inspired. They start feeling behind. That creates silent emotional exhaustion. Because no matter what someone achieves, the internet always shows somebody doing better. Someone richer, smarter, happier, more attractive. The comparison never ends. So motivation slowly turns into pressure. And pressure eventually becomes burnout. Modern culture also created another problem. People no longer feel allowed to move slowly. Everything became optimized. Wake up early. Build income streams. Track habits. Monetize hobbies. Stay productive. Keep improving. Even rest became performance. People feel guilty for relaxing now. Like every moment must be useful. But humans are not machines. The brain cannot exist in constant pressure without consequences. Eventually, motivation stops feeling exciting and starts feeling emotionally exhausting. That's why so many people procrastinate today. Not because they don't care. Because mentally, they're overwhelmed. And maybe the saddest part is this. Many people secretly think something is wrong with them. They think, I'm lazy. I lost my drive. I have no discipline. But maybe the environment itself became psychologically unhealthy. Maybe human motivation was never designed for constant distraction, constant comparison, and endless stimulation. Because motivation needs space, silence, focus, meaning, recovery. But modern life removes all four. And when people lose those things long enough, they don't just lose productivity. They lose emotional connection to their own future. Maybe that's why so many people feel mentally stuck now. Not because they have no potential, but because their attention has been fragmented for years. Their minds pulled in 100 directions every day. And eventually, the brain stops feeling excited about anything for very long. Not because life became meaningless. Because modern systems became too good at hijacking human attention. And maybe real motivation only returns when people finally escape the noise long enough to hear their own thoughts again.